I gotta call Kate.
Randall.
No, it's Tom Hanks, Beth. She gotta hear this from me.
People gonna wake up now.
Hello, everyone. My name is Swamp.
If I could just keep my head up, like the trees down Henderson Swamp, and make another day, then I'll be okay. I won't just die another chunk.
2020, the year that killed television. Or at least put the final nail in its coffin and made it so that I will no longer even stream shows that are made by any of these major networks. Because let's be honest, how many of you even still have cable? I mean, I haven't had that for years. And television has been about 90% garbage for well over a decade. It's just now, after coronavirus, it's about 100% garbage now. There's been a handful of shows that I actually still watched. And man, they did everything they could to make sure I would never watch it again. And I won't. Something happened after Trump was elected where it suddenly became okay for writers on TV shows to put real life events into fictional worlds. Like, remember I did that video about American Horror Story and the Trump derangement syndrome and that? I don't know why this became okay. I'm not watching a show to hear about the news. I can do that on my own. I don't need your help for that. Like in 2001, I didn't need to know how JD or Dr. Cox would react to 9/11. That was just not something I needed in my life. But in 2020, every single show that was somehow even close to being based in reality, like This Is Us, Law and Order SVU, those types of shows, almost every single one of them had to put in George Floyd and COVID-19. What is this? This is a fictional story. Keep this crap out of it. Man, this is what happens when you have activists and no writers.
So, how are you doing with everything else going on in the world? Randall, I want you to feel comfortable talking to me about anything at all.
Protests are underway in cities.
I'm thinking all of this has to do with the popularity of reality TV, right? People go to TV for these characters. They call them reality TV, but of course we know it's not reality, but it's somehow like a friend for you to go look and see what their opinions are on things that are happening in the world, I guess. Man.
Across this nation, racing for more fire and fury as nationwide street clashes last night turning violent. Protests nationwide are demanding justice for George.
It's my sister. Again.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
It's pics from a march. It's Jack's first protest. Oh, and she wants to know what black cause to donate to next. So.
Could we change the channel?
Yes, we can. God. And anytime, like, this is why this stuff exists, is because anytime if you speak out against this being on a show and say, well, that was stupid, why did they put that into this show? I was enjoying this show that is a totally fictional world. Why did they do this? Well, they do it because when you say that, they can get on your ass about it. And now it's the perfect excuse to virtue signal and give, it gives people the ammunition they need to be like, oh, you don't care. You don't care. No, I guess I don't.
The father thinks that she was living with roommates near Stuytown. Got it. I'll text you the address. Hey, mask up. Mille grazie. Ciao.
Ah, you see, they wouldn't even exchange a piece of paper. They're being super duper careful. Mask up. These are the role models that we need. I mean, that's what they're doing, is they're giving us role models to look up to. Because they totally do this all the time when the cameras are not on. So, yeah, this is great. This is a great addition to the show.
Father said she texted him 3 times in a row about tutto bene papa mi manchi.
Everything's okay, Papa. I miss you. Doesn't mean something happened to her.
It's Mike. Taru traced your phone. It's been dead for a month.
Ah, come on, guys. This is the very next scene. Why is no one wearing masks? There was that one guy walking by at the beginning. Man. Benson said to mask up. What are you doing?
Between the protests and the pandemic, you kind of lose track of time.
Why'd she move out?
Who knows? It's been roommate Jenga since March.
Again, see, this is why this stuff annoyed me so much when it came out, was this actually is like real life. So you know what? Actually, props to these writers, because there's all this virtue signaling and talking about it, and here we are again in a closed space. No one's wearing masks, but they're still talking about how important the pandemic and the protests and all this. But it's all bullshit.
Like, I didn't always wear my mask, okay? Or stay 6 feet away. I went to bars. I danced. I kissed guys. I took them home.
Oh, and if you were one of those people who, like me, didn't take the pandemic serious enough, and you felt like you were being villainized over it, well, see, you were. They literally have the villain being that person. And yeah, no, come on, get out of here. Oh, this is the new man. What a bad chick. Wouldn't even. Sometimes she didn't wear a mask. Oh man. Now she is definitely the murderer. She is the guilty party here. We can tell.
I did them on the stairs. Everyone was dying. It made me feel alive.
I get it. I'm not judging you.
Yeah, you are.
Maybe I am, because I have kids.
I honestly don't know which character here is worse. The way they're trying to portray this one woman who everyone around me was dying, so I just threw caution to the wind. I'm sorry. Or the one that's being that insufferable person that we all knew. Well, I have kids. I am judging you actually, because this is life and death. Has it been long enough? Are we allowed to talk about this yet? Because if I'd made this video in 2020, I would be getting into some hot shit with YouTube. So hopefully it's been long enough, because we now know that this was all stupid.
We've been cooped up for months. I'm ready for this to be over, for them to have a life. You said you picked up Sean at a bar. Was it one of the outdoor ones on 2nd?
God, no. A real bar. A quarantine speakeasy.
I will never understand if you just complied harder, then we'll get through this crowd. I don't get that. What has happened to you in your life that makes you think that tactic will work? I really don't get it. I don't know. This whole thing was just ridiculous, and we're kind of allowed to talk about it now a little bit. So hopefully I'm not going to get in trouble for this video. Hey, they may even monetize this video, even though they've been screwing me on that too recently, but but you know what I mean? This COVID thing, like being able to talk about it, we know that there wasn't a bunch of people dying now. We know that, okay? We know that this was not a big deal, that they lied to us. The CDC lied to us. Everybody lied to us. Not about COVID. COVID is real, but the death counts, the mortality rate, not true. Masks, not true. Social distancing, total garbage. I mean, when are we going to get over this? I don't know. I guess I'm not, since I'm making a video about it. Anyway, my name is Swamp. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, hit subscribe. Make sure you leave me a comment about how I killed your grandma because I criticized fictional characters wearing masks. Unless your grandmother is also fictional. I'm not sure how it applies, but anyway, I'll see you guys next time.